Hey, we're back with Lick of the Week videos, and I'm going to conclude our short series of videos on tremolo style and approaching slow backup and slow melodies with tremolo style. And I'm going to conclude it by maybe picking a song and using some of these ideas we've talked about. And again, I'm just giving you some really great sounding ideas to play, but this is just a small part of what you can do in slow backup. Hopefully this will give you a pretty good foundation with some of the basic ideas that you hear a lot in bluegrass banjo style. When you hear players using these ideas, at least you'll know what they're doing and you can identify some of the ideas. Let's pick a melody that we can try some of these ideas out on. And I'm going to pick Amazing Grace, which is a easily recognizable melody. Most people have heard this song. It's a beautiful melody. It's real simple, but it's beautiful at the same time. And it lends itself really well to the tremolo style. And I'm going to try my best just to use the ideas that we've talked about in these videos. Harmonized string pairs, adding notes of the scale in various places, suspended second, suspended fourth, major seventh, the sixth, major six ideas to the positions and move around the neck. And then we'll go back after I've played the solo, and we'll go back and break down some of those ideas so you can see, where the ideas that we've talked about in the videos are occurring in the solo. So let me play Amazing Grace. Okay, now let's go back and analyze some of those ideas. Hopefully I can remember everything I played. But again, I tried to just focus on using only the ideas that we've talked about. I didn't go too far ahead and play, concepts that we haven't discussed yet. So in the beginning, I'm going right into the tremolo, but I'm using an introduction that includes this major six note. So if you remember, we talked about how to find the major six tone on the second string out of any number one shape. The number two shape has that note on the third string, and then the bar chord position has that note on the first string. What I'm doing is using the second string out of the chord shape, and then that E note, which is the major six note, which gives me kind of a G6 sound. So those notes are giving me an introduction to the solo. Then I switch to a harmonized string pair. Remember we talked about using notes out of the scale, pairing them together for harmony. One's melody and one's harmony. And in this instance, the first string is the melody, is carrying the melody of the tune. But I have to modify my tremolo pattern to try to take advantage of that being the melody. So I have a D note back here. Then I'm switching here to A and C to get me to a C chord, and then the second string is a melody note, and then back to G. I'm repeating the intro notes because they're melody. Now I'm using this suspended second tone. Here's the A note out of the G chord. I'm dropping back to the 7th fret, and then going up to my number one shape D. And there's my suspended fourth tone out of D. So I'm suspending F sharp in favor of a G. And now I'm playing a bar G. Now here's my major six tone. Here's a G6 addition. Now back to a bar C. Second string again needs to be emphasized here because it's melody. Back to the G. Second string is melody. Alright, now E minor occurs in most versions of this song if you play it in G. So instead of just using this E note to inflect an introduction, I'm going to use it as actually part of the melody, because the song will hear rhythmically will go to E minor. So I need G6 also, functions as E minor, same notes, just slightly different arrangement because of the scales. And then D. So you see, I've used a suspended second, I've used a major 6 a couple of times, we've used a suspended 4th. So we've used the ideas plus the harmonized string pairs, and it gives us a really nice arrangement. Takes advantage of the tremolo style, some of these beautiful chord voicings, harmonized string spacing all over the neck. So that's a good example of how to use this tremolo idea and these slower approaches to playing melodies. And it also function as backup behind verses for the song. So what you need to do is experiment with these positions, move them around different areas of the neck, and try them out. And I hope you've enjoyed these videos, and I'm just going to play the rest of the video out with Amazing Grace, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.